Chatting to Nick Paddock about the Cliffy Miller runners that will line up on Tuesday, and the yard will start in race 1 with Pilgrim. Now, unfortunately, this fellow was caught quite far back in the running last time out, and Nick, he did finish well.
Yeah, he finished off his race well in that, but also second on in the province. I treated it as a layoff. We did give him a half a rest when he did come here and freshen him up. Third run now in the claim 4 on. I think that's going to be a big difference maker for him. He comes in with no weight, good draw up, put the blinkers on as well, and I've also put on the earmuffs and the compression mask. It just seems to be he ran his race a little bit earlier. You know, he runs his race in the parade ring and seems to get sweat up and work himself up a little bit. I'm hoping it just keeps him a little bit calmer and he can, from a good draw, can get into the vanguard and hopefully finish off his race nicely.
Moving to race 3, Wordsworth is next up. Now, he lines up in a very competitive race, but he's going to enjoy a super weight turnaround with a definite runner in the way of a horse like Tantamar.
Yeah, we've put the 4 claim on because of that. I think he comes in 9 kilos better off for a short head, so he's in with a big chance. The field is a very nice field in that. It's 6 horses, but it's packed with quality. Tantamar and Imaginable are really 2 really nice horses, and Biomoy also hasn't done anything wrong. So he's up against it. He's up a little bit in class, but he's up to it. 50 kilos on his back makes all the difference, and 12 might not be his best trip, but with that type of weight on his back, I think he might just be able to steal it.
Crowned Hornbull is next up in race 4. Now, that last run was not his, and I'm sure we can disregard.
Yeah, I'm just starting to scratch my head, and I think I'm losing air with him as well. He works so well at home, and he's really doing well. And his last run, you can put a line through. He came back with excuses and 1 or 2 little issues that we had to iron out. But if you look at his penultimate and the run before that, they are decent runs, and they're runs to take note of. From draw 1 with a decent weight on his back, I think he's a horse that you have to throw in because he's going to pop up one day, and hopefully on Tuesday it's his day.
Then we move on to race 5, where this lovely lady will be in action, and that is Alex Miller. She'll be joined by Bretty. Now, Alex Miller's had 2 super runs locally, and she was actually very unlucky to miss the winner's box last time out. Bretty, her stable companion, loves course and distance.
Yeah, I still haven't quite got over that short head with Alex Miller, but she looked a winner all over, and she just got grabbed late.
Yeah.
I don't think there should be any mistakes this time. From a good draw, she's in a really good space at the moment. She's come on. I'm expecting a very good run, and I expect it to be there and thereabouts. Bretty also doing well at home. She actually ran a cracking race. She's on the right side of a few weight turnarounds on that run with Jumbo Sana and Alex. So she can definitely get into the mix. She's really doing well, and hopefully she can run on off a nice pace.
And then closing for the yard in race 6 will be Mzolo Zolo.
Yeah, put a line through her last start. Also one of those the squadron of horses that came back with bad bloods, and that she's far better than that. She was in the vanguard, never quick, and put a line through it. She's much better. She's doing really well at home. I think the real Mzolo might be back on Tuesday. She's doing well. Everything's going to plan. Competitive field, but it's a smallish field. There's going to be a nice speed on. That's what she's going to enjoy, and she'll be running them down late.
The yard step out some competitive runners, and they're definitely going to be horses that I'll take note of.